Finishing up our third week of EOG review. Going to work with some division a little bit. So we got a fundraiser raised $8,672. 16 people responsible for raising the money. How much did each person raise if they all raised the same amount? So like I said, we got a division problem. We got 8,672 divided by 16. I've mentioned this before, but a couple things with this. If you see a 4-digit number, odds are good it's going to be a division problem. Okay, so if you're not sure what to do and there's a 4 or 5-digit number, divide. Other things that can be helpful, some of you can divide very well, some of you still have a harder time with it. If you have a harder time with it, you can make a list of the factors for 16 or whatever you're dividing by. So what making this list does is it'll just make it a little bit easier with the division part. And all you have to do is just keep adding up 16. So you have 16, 32, 48, 64, 80, 96, 112, 128, and then 144. All right. I can probably make that list a little quicker than some of y'all. Some of y'all might be able to make it faster. But taking a couple minutes to do that is going to make it a little bit easier with our division. So now we're looking each column or each place value at a time. 16 does not go into 8. So now we got 86. We go over to our list. We want either a number that's equal to it or the highest one we can get that's less than it. So in this case, we got 5, and that equals 80. So we put our 5, 80 goes here, we're subtracting. We got 6, bring down 7, so now we got 67. We got 64 right there, so that's a 4. We got 64, it also saves us, cuts down our multiplication there because we already kind of did it over here. We got 3, 2 comes down, we got 32 right there, and that's what we have here. So we got a 2, and we won't have a remainder because it'll be minus 32. So we got 542. As I said, some of y'all probably can do that faster without making the list, but if you're having a hard time with your division, making this list from 1 through 9 can be helpful for you. Any questions on that? All right, go ahead and give this one a try. Ella has 7,808 articles of clothing. She is packing all of her clothes into 16 suitcases. If each suitcase holds the same amount, how many articles of clothing are in each suitcase? Who thinks they have an answer? 488 is correct. So I'm not going to list out 16 again. We just did it on the last one. But 16 does not go into 7. 16 goes into 78 4 times. 4 times 16, 64. We subtract. We get 14. 0 comes down, so we got 140. 16 goes into 148 times. That is 128. We subtract, we get 12. 8 comes down, we got 128, which is what we just had. And we know that goes into it 8 times, so that's how we get the 488. So like I said, a suitcase with 488 articles of clothing would be a giant suitcase. Or really tiny clothes, I guess. Any questions on that one?